Hello, howdy, hi, welcome. Come on in. Sit down. Get. You all probably didn't hear that, but Vincent just meowed. A cutie pie. But yeah, wow. We're back. It's a quiet day in chat today. That's alright. Just a chill, quiet stream, I suppose. Orb drawn. We do be drawing orbs. Well, let's hide. Let's hide all the boys. And then we can get loud. Am I loud? Am I too loud? There we go. Hopefully that'll be better. My mic's so far away, so I wanted to make sure that wanted to make sure y'all could hear me. But yeah, let's hide the boys. So then we can get Pecharunt in here, and then we can like fucking organize them. I'm gonna have to rearrange the. Meant to say I was gonna be loud, as chat does. I see. Instead, you've just gotten me to shut up. Imagine that. Imagine a stream where someone's like, you know, doing their thing, streaming, having a grand old time, and then chat's like, can you stop talking? And it's like, oh. Okay. Hello, howdy, welcome. Come on in. Oh, I'm below her. Hang on. Gonna use Ogre Pawn's head as a size comparison. So then they can kind of stay a similar size. But yeah, Pecharunt's gonna be itsy bitsy. Teeny weeny. Why is Doug not here? Not here. You can always summon him if you've got enough channel points. If you're a good enough fan. No. Cool echo. Is there an echo? Is it an egregious echo? I've done nothing different. If there's an echo, it's just because I'm further away. Like my room is echoing. Isn't it an annoying echo? Like, does it sound like it shouldn't be there? Itsy bitsy, exactly. I don't know what pose to do. I guess we'll do our best. And now, actually, I want her to be even smaller than this. Well, that's still smaller than Ogre Pawn. That actually might be alright. Kind of comparing their heights. I think that'll be okay. I said she. Technically, it's gender neutral. Shouldn't I be able to summon Doug with channel points? Is that not a notion anymore? Is that not an option? Oh, here, let me activate that. My bad. Oh, that's right. I think I turned that off for the Mario Party stream. And then I must have forgotten that I had turned it off. Oops. Don't worry, I'll get that for you. There we go, that one. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Alright, we'll just get all those hip happening. Okay. Great. It should be an option now. I'm pretty sure. That explains why I hadn't showed up in so long. I was like, man, usually everyone's all over Doug. Plant Doug appears. And Plant Doug appears again. Since both of them appears, we'll have both of the plants. Oh my lord, I've somehow just selected everything, by the way. There we go, there's Doug, and let's also get a Roseberry. Oh, Roseberry's humongous. There we go. 2 cute plant boys. I am drawing the littly, the itsy bitsy one. I think we're gonna kind of do a this sort of pose. Nice. Trying to like emulate its little hands. Its little hands. Banished Roseberry, I'm here for Doug. Alright? Goodbye, Roseberry. Oh. Luckily, after all the struggling we did with the fellas, somehow, I love drawing boys. I don't know how, like, what happened. But after all that struggling, Pecharunt is pretty in my normal kind of comfort zone, as it were, these days. Okay. So, I know the initial thought is to make a ponytail. You know, turn this maneuver into, like, a ponytail. So valid. However, it leaves me being like, what am I doing with these big old things? So I'm actually gonna give them, like, pigtails. Like, Usagi-type pigtails. But, okay, so they've also got their, like, a headband. I actually want that higher up on their... And we're gonna get that swoopy-doopy part still in with cool over... Hell yeah! Doing Pokemon Moon Nuzlocke. I'm at the 2nd island and have 2 deaths so far. Hey, that's not bad. It only gets harder from here. But Ilima's pretty difficult, if memory serves correctly. So you're doing alright. I can't remember what, like, the hardest gym I would consider. I guess they're technically trial captains. But I can't remember which one I found the hardest. You know, the proverbial end runner for a Nuzlocke. Let's see, there's Ilima, and then the Elemental 3. Man, after them, everything gets kind of boring. Nanu, I remember being pretty tough. But honestly, oh, you know, Mulaney, the steel one, he was pretty difficult if you don't have something that can handle steel types. Sun Moon have their tough moments, but Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon are Nuzlocke nightmares. Oh, I'm not surprised. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon hurt so bad. Because, like... boys are cool, I guess. I don't know. You keep drawing them if you want. I was just really struggle busting last week. But, yeah, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they really killed the special version of Pokemon games. Because we used to, you know, we had Emerald and Platinum and howdy, Mira, welcome, come on in. Emerald and Platinum and all that jazz. And then we got Black and White 2, which really changed the game. And then we got Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and they were, like, so bad that we just don't do that anymore. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm focusing. I'm doing something geometric. Okay. Great! We got the hair! Hair figured out. Hang on, hang on. I don't think it's got a nose. No. We gotta have... little crybaby mouth. And its thick-ass eyebrows. What a cutie pie. I love this one. What did I do for Ogrepond's nose? Oh yeah, kind of just like a little thing. That's cute. I like that. Excellent. them some big eyebrows. I mean, look at what we're working with. I love them. And now I'm really kind of up in the air. The whole thing is just a head, really. I've got the whole Pokemon drawn as it is. Let's get these cute heart shapes in here somehow. With some fingerless gloves. Imagine a human with just a head. Kind of horrifying. I mean, I direct attention more so to the growing popularity of DLC and the increased price of Switch games. But if you want to say it's because Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were so bad, I guess you're able to say that. I thought Pecharunt was male. I'm pretty sure Pecharunt is gender neutral. Like how most legendaries are. Let's Google it. Yeah, you're not wrong. DLC is significantly more efficient than releasing a whole new version of a game. So I'm sure that's not like an inaccurate thing to point more to. Pokemon. Pecharunt. But Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, the fact that they were not amazing. Gender unknown. So yeah. No confirmed gender for Pecharunt, like most legendaries. I don't know. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. The thing is, thank you for actually getting me back onto that, because I kind of started that thought and then I got distracted. The reason why I say that they're so bad is but they were so close. I feel like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon had ideas that were really great additions to Sun and Moon. But then other things just completely, like, I'll use ruined it as a short way of saying it. And it's a huge bummer, because things like, you know, like Lily's dad, that was great. I liked the Future Squad, or whatever they were called, you know, with their Ultra Beasts. They were good additions. But things specifically, I can't help but think about, Rotom. Oh boy, I hated Rotom in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Rotom made that game unplayable, if you ask me. And it's such a bummer. And there were other things as well. I remember that kind of, I don't know, made it a less excellent experience, but I can't remember exactly. It's been a while. Maybe I would like it better if I played it again. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I wanted to like Ultra Sun and Moon more than I do. I liked Sun and Moon plenty, but yeah, they just, It just didn't work out, I guess. Hang on, I'm adding textures. You can't expect me to focus on multiple things at once. I'm just an artist. I thought you said in an earlier stream you didn't like Sun and Moon. I didn't hate Sun and Moon. I mean, like, it's my least favorite generation, but I still like all Pokemon games, you know? I would rather replay Sun and Moon than X and Y. If that's any kind of consolation. Can you tell I'm kind of winging this outfit as I go? I'm looking to its shape, what it has going on. I want to try to create that. Okay, that's pretty alright, I think. We gotta get these, spots in there, though. Heard that X and Y was unbearably easy. They really are. Hold up, chat, she's cooking, be quiet. Yeah, X and Y were really easy. I didn't like how much Team Flare really railroaded you out of what you wanted to do. All I wanted was to play dress up. Every step of my journey in X and Y was just a step closer towards the next boutique. And so often, there were so few, like, places to change your outfit. Especially early on. And it was like, fucking why? And two, like, the Team Flare part of X and Y is the worst part, in my opinion. It takes forever. I don't want to do it. So, yeah, that's a big ol' bummeroni, is that it's like, well, that's the main plot. No, I don't want it to be the main plot. I'm thinking. I'm trying to think about how to do... I'm thinking, don't worry. I'm cooking. Just let me cook. I'm just gonna cook for a second. Is that stupid? Kind of. I was thinking about, I want a consistent, like, round shape on them. And so I'm thinking about how to make the boots also round. Or either that or, like, I guess I could have, like, really rounded pants. But I don't know, it feels a little boring. I want just a little something more. And so I was thinking about maybe if I could reincorporate the look of the shell into the shoes. I could do a tried and true classic of just have a big old circle thing on the side of the shoe. Pokemon loves doing that kind of shit. Yeah, that's not bad. That gets the job done, I guess. Could be a lot worse. Team Flare feels too similar to Team Magma in terms of motif. Their motif is pretty similar. Fire. But even then, Flare was like, not even really fire. I'll probably replay X and Y before the next Legends game to get a lore refresher, hoping to use an all Eevee team to switch things up. Oh, difficult stuff. Peach lifesaver shoes, for real though. Great. Yeah, I am really excited for the next Legends game. Do we know when that's coming out, by the way? Like, do we have any word on that? Because I want a real bad. I really loved the first one. That was oh man, I really latched on to Legends Arceus. So I'm super excited for the next one. Legends ZA. Welcome, Jiro. I hope you have fun. You're in luck. We're just about to start doing line art, so wahoo! One step closer to colors. Flare's motif is a bright vermilion white flashbang anytime they appear on screen. I'll commend any Pecharunt Jinka that doesn't default to the classic Momotaro outfit. Those are cool too, though. I don't know what that is. Let me Google that really quick. I'm just gonna Google Momotaro. See what I get. Ah. Neat stuff. Is that pretty common then? I don't get enough fan art coming my way of Pokemon, human Pokemon things. Which is a shame, because I really like that. Was watching a short about X and Y rivals, and their team and their Pokemon's moves made me so mad. Dang. Haven't gotten news since February. People think there could be a new trailer at Worlds, but that's a toss-up. And when is Worlds again? Cause I wouldn't know. I basically only know what Worlds is because of Wolfie, so I'm a little bit out of the loop when it comes to news sources. I like these big ass eyebrows. I think they're fun. But yeah, so not only am I excited for Legends ZA, or whatever, but because I liked Legends Arceus a whole lot, but also because, I'm excited for it to make me like the Kalos region more. Cause, you know, I don't hate Sinnoh by any means, but it was never my favorite, you know? I like lots of other generations more. But, Legends Arceus had me be like, well, goddamn, I really like Sinnoh now, so, so I am excited for the new one to do that same thing for a generation that I didn't really like too much. I like liking Pokemon, as it were. Do you all watch any other artists? Oh, wow, sorry, I looked down too long. I remember my first Nuzlocke was Pokemon White. Was Pokemon White due to my experience being X, Y, and Oris remakes, and all my team members got destroyed, except for my starter Oshawott. Because young me thought she getting the free broken EXP share that I skip over do not reading the- Oh, yeah. I'm glad that they've, like, figured out how to balance the games to accommodate for the spread team EXP. Cause I don't mind everyone getting EXP, it's boring, like, having to grind to make sure everyone's at the same level, personally. And also, like, that's just how RPGs work. You know, play any other RPG and even the party members in the back who didn't get to play got EXP kind of a thing. So it just feels more, you know, modern. But the big problem with especially X and Y was that they did not balance the game around that. So, Pokemon ZA comes out in 2025 or 26. Part of me hopes it's 25, because then it gets here sooner. But another part of me is like, you know, I don't mind waiting for a good game. If it needs to take its time, then I hope they do. But yeah, excited for that one. Oh yeah, and the EXP share. I'm glad that they've balanced that a lot better. Scarlet and Violet, I think, are really excellent in terms of kind of the difficulty curve, because you're in charge of what you do. Like, you don't want to go fight the first gym because, oh well, that'll be too easy. Then just jump to like the second one, you know. Go back and fight the easy one later anyway. Because it'll be like, well, she'll be easy when you fight her now. So she'll still be easy if you fight her later. So just go do it later. And so you can have a challenge now. I really like how Scarlet and Violet's open world works. And people complaining about how it doesn't scale with you. Oh, it should be that, you know, you fight this gym and that's always your first gym. And so, you know, they are set like this. And then, you know, they all scale and they will change depending on what order you go in. I have to wholeheartedly disagree. The fact that they are set, I like that because like I just said, it means you can choose to give yourself a challenge and go fight someone early. There's no sense of like real growth if it happens the other way. At least that's how I see it. I've absolutely had situations where it was like, oh, uh-oh, I shouldn't be here, I should not be here yet, you know? You start fighting a guy and it's just like some rando trainer with a Jigglypuff who absolutely dominates all of your Pokemon, and it's like, alright, I'll come back later. And then I'll bully him. See how he likes it. I understand it's different strokes for different folks. I think, what's his name? H-Bomber guy explains that concept very well in his Fallout video, the newer one, Fallout New Vegas. So I'll just be a little shill and plug H-Bomber guy because that's what he needs. He's really aching for views and needs a streamer who gets around on average 10 views at a time to be his his walking advertisement. The DLC Elite Four are legitimately difficult. They are. They really are. All the DLCs pretty challenging, especially if you're not prepared for it. Fucking what's his name? Kieran really surprised me. I was gonna like play through the DLC with a different team. Like, I was like, oh cool, I'm gonna like collect a special team just for the DLC. And then I had to abandon that because it was like, well, hang on, this is too tough. I need my team back. I need my champion team back in. And even then, like, things still got tough. So, yeah. I'm glad that Pokemon isn't afraid to wander into a bit more of a challenge. Oops, hang on. I really fucked up that calf there. Beating the random high-level Onix in the wild area is always a satisfying benchmark on growth. It really is. Shout out to... We all know that Onix. It's right next to the front door. It's like they put it there on purpose. I mean, obviously they did. Haven't tried the super boss yet. Maybe I will soon. It's just, oh, good stuff. I really love Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I've been watching, Wolfie's playthrough that he had streamed when the games first came out. I was like, I need something to watch while I eat dinner, and I chose that. And I've been really enjoying it. Cause he really likes the game. That's why I really started watching Wolfie. Not because I was super invested in... And this is, like, Wolfie VGC, on YouTube. He does Pokemon competitively. And I don't care about competitive Pokemon or anything. But I saw his review. In a world where I've seen so many people shit on Scarlet and Violet, I saw his review pop up. It was like, were we too hard or too easy on Scarlet and Violet when it first came out? It was like a after a year passed, a retrospective on his thoughts, and he was like, "No, I love this game. I was not too hard on it, or too easy on it. These games are great." and I was like, finally, someone who shares my thoughts, because it's a huge bummer being in the Pokemon sphere and seeing a bunch of people just endlessly shit on it, like on Twitter and stuff, and it's like, the story is excellent. The gameplay has never been this fun. Are we really just going to boil the whole thing down to it's admittedly not that good graphics? Why are we only judging only Pokemon on one thing? Baldur's Gate pops in constantly. I've been playing Baldur's Gate, you all know that. And I'm really loving Baldur's Gate. It's hilarious. I was like, booey hooey hoo. Tears of the Kingdom should have been Game of the Year. But Baldur's Gate was actually Game of the Year, and wow, what a surprise. It's excellent. I'm really enjoying Baldur's Gate. But it has constant pop in, especially the further in I go. There's always something like struggling to load. There's one location in Act 3 where, like, my frame rate was getting fucking chunky. Oh, but suddenly we don't, we don't talk about how Baldur's Gate has pop in, and it's like, oh, is it just because I'm on a PlayStation Slim? Like, the 5 Slim? Did I have to spend an extra $300 to get the extra bulky, beefy Super PlayStation 5? I already spent $500 on this console. Why isn't it good enough to handle this? If graphics matter so much, how come no one does that? Because Baldur's Gate is fun as shit. And Pokemon is fun as shit. I think it's fine to be like, hey, Baldur's Gate has a lot of pop-in. And it's like, oh, well, so then you don't recommend the game? No, you're a fool. You should absolutely play Baldur's Gate. It's so much fun. I don't know. I love a game that looks good. Don't get me wrong. You all heard me go on and on about how damn pretty Shadow of the Colossus was when I played through that. I couldn't shut up about how pretty that game was. But also, I don't need a game to look like Shadow of the Colossus for me to like it. You know what I'm saying? Good graphics are excellent. But personally, a game being fun rather than pretty is my top priority. Also, I gotta say, so Scarlet and Violet's graphics struggle quite a bit. Shadows especially are a hard one for the game, and its frame rate does drop. The lake gets rough, but I gotta say, it's the prettiest looking Pokemon game. The textures on the Pokemon especially look stunning. The character designs look excellent. Like, compare Scarlet and Violet to Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield looks awful compared to Scarlet and Violet. So, like, it's like, oh, it doesn't look good. It looks far better than it has ever before. And they have fixed a lot, which is nice. You know, playing through Scarlet and Violet now makes it pretty obvious how much they have clearly tweaked everything behind the scenes. You know, obviously they patched the game. I mean, you know, some things, I'm gonna say it, it's still not perfect. The lake still lags, but like a lot of the most egregious things were obviously patched pretty quickly. And a lot of the more kind of really egregious elements, like the UI making shadows disappear during fights, or, you know, stuff like that. I haven't seen any of that. So, you know, obviously they care. And I love Pokemon. And, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Pecharunt's a real cutie. It's like saying pixel graphics aren't pretty graphics. Exactly! I don't know, it's like... I think Legends Arceus looks great. I cannot fathom people. So, the faces aren't awesome. I'll give it that. Like, the, like, thief sisters, whatever their names were. One of them's got lipstick. I don't know why it's so, like, chunky. I don't, like, like, their faces aren't stellar. The rest of the game looks really nice, though. People were like, oh, this game looks hideous, and I'm like, bitch, we playing the same game? This game does not look that bad. I forgot that people were shitting all over Arceus Legends graphics. That one felt especially just like, nah, y'all can't be happy with anything. Hang on, I'm focusing. I'm doing fades. Fades and gradients. What do I think is actually the ugliest Pokemon game? I posited that question to myself, and it's a tough one. Because you have to, like, take into consideration just how graphics were at the time. Like, it's easy to say red and blue, but it's like, you know, they were the first ones on the Game Boy. Nothing else on the Game Boy had ever looked like that before. Pioneering a whole platform. So, that's tough. I think I'm gonna say Oris. Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. I feel like I remember being disappointed with those visually, which is saying something, because, you know, I'm me. I don't really care about... I just had a whole ass diatribe about... about, how I don't mind graphics. But I do remember being like, these don't look awesome. So... yeah, but also, you know, that was the end of the 3DS's lifespan, I'm pretty sure. I'm not too surprised that it's like, oh, which ones do I find the ugliest? The ones that were, like, on a console that was heading out the door, sort of a thing. Like, wow, what a brave opinion. Real niche. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I think Pokemon's, environments consistently look pretty solid. Even at its ugliest of times, you can at least, you know, take a gander at, and which is funny, because it's always, ooh, the trees for, X and Y, but, or Scarlet and Violet. No, the other one, Sword and Shield. There's too many. The trees look bad, but I think generally speaking, Pokemon figured out how to make environments at least decent. Yeah, this is just straight up white, huh? Oh, black buttons. You're a little late, but that's alright. You're here for the coloring, which is the fun part. I think it really depends on where you're looking with Sword, Shield, and Scarlet Violet. When it's not the wild area, it can look really beautiful and prettier than Scarlet Violet, especially in more closed-off areas. Maybe? I feel like we were always so far away. The routes especially. But also, I don't know, the Sword and Shield is more boring. That's a big thing. Was that it's like, maybe I'm just being harder on Scarlet or Sword and Shield because, like, it was a more boring game to play. Is that a fair of me? I don't know. I never said I was fair. I just got opinions. I do think that will absolutely kind of paint your thoughts on a Pokemon game. Do you think it's fun? Then you'll probably be more willing to give graphics and such a pass. And that's true for all games. You bet your ass I'd be like, Baldur's Gate runs like total dog water if I wasn't enjoying it as much as I am. But I'm enjoying it this much, and so I'm just like, you know what, sometimes Baldur's Gate doesn't look that good. And that's true for everything. That's hilarious. Sometimes I see people be like, oh, well then you don't have an unbiased opinion. And it's like, listen, sweetheart, that doesn't exist. No one has a fully unbiased opinion on anything. That's just how it is. And if you're surprised by that, I don't, like, you're not special. That's always how it works, too. People will pull out the, oh, well, then your opinion is biased if someone likes something. And it's like, you know, you can have a biased negative opinion, right? Like, you know, that's a thing. But no, people only want to pull out the, oh, your opinion is biased and because you like it, as a way to invalidate someone who just enjoys something, it seems. It's kind of funny. No, I want these to be, pink, not black. I thought we can have a black trim again. And I'm focusing on details. Alright. The XP share in X and Y were really, especially when I was a kid. It was new, and I was new at Pokemon, that no idea how Pokemon mechanics worked at the time. Yeah, that's fair. You gotta remember, every Pokemon game is someone's first Pokemon game. And then they could go back and be like, what the heck, I can't Mega Evolve? What's the point? And it's like, yeah, back in our day, that was it. I do really like terrestrializing. I hope that returns for the next game. But I don't know if it will. Adios, Messiah. Sleep good. Oh, I was gonna be like, wow, we finished the colors, but we haven't. We gotta give them skin. I think I want them to be darker than Ogerpon. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I like colors. Excited that I got just the right shade of brown. I have a confession to make. Wow, oh, wow. They look great. Speaking of Hoenn, I love Gen 3, but you compare how those games look to something like Minish Cap, and man, it can be night and day. By the way, how much League Club interaction stuff had you done? So, I never played Minish Cap. So, honestly, I mostly just play Pokemon games, handheld. So it makes it easier to not compare it to other things. League stuff, I definitely finished the story, and I got, like, Larry in, because you can have, like, the, like, gym leaders and teachers and stuff, like, visit. But, I just realized it looks like I drew them doing the dance! I didn't even mean to do that! The Mochi Madness dance? Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I didn't even mean to. That's hilarious. But yeah, so I did the main story, but then I didn't wander too far away from that. Like, I think I had something else to play afterwards, so... Yeah, I got, like, Larry and a couple other gym leaders in. I think I fought the Fire Elite Four member again. But there's definitely a lot untapped stuff I could have done that I didn't get to. I think I was distracted. I wanted to get the purple candy to evolve my Alchemy. Because Allison caught us all shiny milkeries. Herself, me, and Critter. And I was like, well, I want mine to have the purple candy. But for some reason, the purple one is, like, unfathomably rare. So, yeah, I got distracted with that. Oh yeah, I was gonna say something. I've got a confession. I see people complain, rightfully so, about gray skin, dark characters in especially anime things. Here, I'll draw up an example person really quick. You know, we got anime guy. Wow. He sure is an anime. And instead of, like, having a real skin tone, like how, like, I've got with Pecharunt or Ogrepon, you'll see this a lot, where they're like... Oh! that's the wrong layer. They're, like, really gray. And that is a rightful thing to complain about, I gotta say. That's not a skin tone. That's gray. However, my confession is, I like the gray skin. I think it can look cool. I really like how, like, oh man, what's his name? It's like Zelkov or something in Fire Emblem. I really like how he looks in Engage, and he is a proponent of that. And that's my confession. Is that it's like, I want to make sure I don't just have gray skin characters for POC characters, which I feel like is pretty easy. But also, I do like how it looks. Yeah, Zelkov. Let me get him. Let me get him on screen. With his gray ass skin. There he is. A great example. That's gray. You can even see on my color wheel over here. That's pretty damn gray. But I do like how it looks. I think he's handsome. But yeah, it's just that duality of making sure you don't have only that, I guess. I'm just a sucker for it. I don't know, I like muted colors. But yeah, that's Twiins' bad art opinion. Like, bad art take. In the bag. Excellent. Cool. What time is it? Oh, cool. Cool. A bit of a shorter stream, but honestly, I've finished just in time. Let me make a folder for Pecharunt. We can kind of get everyone back on screen. We will have to give them shading and lighting and stuff. Still. But we can do that next time. Where'd Pheasantipity go? There you are. Okay. Wow, look at them. Especially comparing their heights. Pecharunt and Okidogi. I love this. I love height differences. I tend to have characters be pretty consistently heighted, especially for, like, Grand Magic. But I do like height differences. I think it could be really fun. My plan for kind of the general composition is gonna be something kind of like this, and then, like, we're gonna have the boys in the background. We can get rid of Pecharunt over there. Okay. So yeah, I'm feeling like this kind of composition. I'll tighten this up, but I'll have to spread them all out so I can get their shading happening, and then we can solidify the final composition real good. Look at all that. Goddamn, this looks great. Just look at this family photo. I know. I really like the color, the skin tones too. That's one of my favorite things of, like, drawing group pictures. I love trying to do all the skin first, because I just like appreciating a bunch of different skin tones all together. Like, look at all these. We've got... Here. Oh, let me make my brush bigger. What a range. There are makeup brains that don't have this much range. That's tasty. That's great. I love seeing that. Just patting myself on the back because I could think of 5 different skin tones. We don't need to keep that layer though. Alrighty. So yeah. A slow roll on drawing these, but it's been a real fun adventure going through the legendary legendary gang. They look great all together too. It's really nice. Okie dokie really helps pulling it all together to kind of connect so that Ogerpon doesn't look like a total outlier. Because obviously the Toxic Trio matches with Pecharunt. But, so having no purple on her could really make Ogerpon look like she doesn't belong. Okie dokie having green too really helps a lot, honestly. Hooray, compositions. What is this? Okie dokie's got like a renegade line on him. Alright. Okay, yeah, great. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you all had fun. I did. Hope you all enjoyed listening to me be like, I like Scarlet and Violet. And you're all like, yeah, fam. We know. It's good. I like it, even if it looks bad. Uh-huh. But yeah. That's gonna be it for today. Adios. Make smart choices. Drink your water. Eat your vegetables. Goodbye.